Marble Rivals. Peni Parker. One of the most annoying characters in the game. By a large margin, but also quite an interesting and unique playstyle. And a character which I think, given the right circumstances, team comp, and situation, can be very strong. So one thing you'll notice here, guys, is that this is not the beginning of the match. So in this game, I originally intended to be Hulk. And what happened is I dove onto the point to put some pressure on the enemy team, see what was happening. And they had Cloak and they had Scarlet Witch. And I got CC'd. So I was frozen, I got 2 people aim assisting the shit out of me and stripping my life, and then when I tried to get out, I got frozen again. Because I think I got froze by Luna and I got froze by Penny. So because of that, it disincentivized me to play Hulk. I jumped in again, did a bit of flanking, came from behind, and a similar situation happened. I was getting attacked by people with the super aim assist nonsense, and I wasn't too interested in it. By the way, here, I didn't know that there was a healing item to my left. I went to the farthest one, which took me out of the battle a little while, and I also don't know in this video too much about the movement on Penny when it comes to using Q to go faster. I wasn't using it as much as I should. But this character is really cool. My favourite part of her kit is that she doesn't have to reload. She doesn't fire very fast, but she fires a lot. And if you've got aim, you can really put some fire on enemies and continue to just pester them. And sometimes it's enough to put people off and win fights you normally wouldn't win. So her kit is as follows. She has a nest, which I just put down. That nest is really good because if you stand in it, you can also move quicker and you will heal. It will also send out mines to attack people that are in the nest, but this team are a bit more alert because this is not just jobbers. These people are definitely trying to win, which is nice. And they're killing the nests, which is good as well. So I have to be a little bit smarter with what we're doing, and that was the end of that round, and they won. So now we're moving forward to try and see if we can have a proper round here. I get dove by Venom. Our Venom goes after him. I put the nest down so I can engage him a bit better. I'm going to try and web him as best as I can. I'm going to try and drop as many mines as I can, and just help in any capacity that Penny can. So her other technique is she has a net that's on like a 4-second cooldown that stuns people. It's really, really good. It can shut down ults. It's a super good CC tool, and I'm going to be using it as much as I am able to. She has the ability to plant mines, which are really, really good, and if she plants them in her own web, they go invisible, which makes them kind of a pest. And she generates so many mines, it's a really good idea to try and put them down. Right now, I'm just trying to survive and be as much of a pest as I can, and my teammate does the Luna ult, which enables me to get my life back and we take the point. And from here, I'm going to try and put my nest down, but I need to deactivate it, which I just did then. And after the cooldown, we're going to put it down and I'm going to try and set up shop. And the idea here is I'm going to be using all my nets to stun people as I can, and I'm going to be putting as many mines down as I can for the people that want to rush us, so that they can't get any kind of momentum on the objective. And I'm just going to be a wall here to try and do everything Penny does well. I'm isolating the Bucky here doing damage. I've got the Iron Fist on me. I've got Venom on me now, but I'm trying to shoot at the Squirrel Girl because I've got faith that my team can sort him out. He goes for the ult. After he does that, I pop my ult, and I'm going to be just casting Arachno Mines everywhere so that I can do Area of Denial and just cause chaos. Couple of things about Penny that you might not know that I know I didn't, is that her web, what she shoots to stun, and her web that she shoots for mobility, both of those features can be used to heal you, because they're the same as your nest. So if you shoot your feet when you don't have a nest and you stand in it, you get all the benefits that you get from when you put the nest down. And I didn't know that in this video. You know, I didn't know that for a long time. So I thought that they were just separate entities, but they're not. And what this enables you to do is it enables you to, because you can put 3 of them down before they start replacing each other, you can give yourself a pathway to walk on to get passives and heal while not having access to your most useful tool. And additionally, if you do have the nest out and you use those webs, it can give the mines the ability to travel into spots they're not allowed, because they'll move along the web, so you can use it to make a bridge to your opponents. And you're not going to see too much of it in this, because I'm just jumping around trying to stun people, trying to shoot people, trying to put mines down, and just doing what I can, being a nuisance and staying with the team. And I think we've got like 4 guys here, so we've got people who are paying attention on our team, which is nice. And the enemy team are doing their best, but we managed to take that one back. Even though they do have a Squirrel Girl, and Squirrel Girl is pretty good against Penny because of the splash damage and because of the size. Same with Moon Knight. Moon Knight can be really good against Penny just because of how much he can hit her. But we move into a map which is... This is probably my least favourite map in the game. I don't think it's bad, I just find this middle bit really awkward because of how easy it is to fall down and how it obtrudes on the idea of the fight here. But Iron Fist uses his ult, I do as much damage as I can, he gets frozen and we kill him, which is really helpful because that ult can be super, super bad if he does it at the right place. I drop my Hive down and then I start going after the Bucky and the Groot. From here we've got a Loki, we get the Groot ult, I get my ult, so as soon as this happens I'm going to try and go into it to get my life back and put as many mines down as I can. I just want to cause chaos and be a nuisance and hold the line while touching the objective. The enemy team here, there's 3 of them. I'm probably not going to be able to kill them, but I can stall long enough for my team to come back. My tank dives with me. We're now 2 tanks on the point. I'm about to die, so hopefully I've given them enough time so that they can hold the line and I'm not going to stagger too big. So I make my way back. From the looks of this, our Wolverine's not having the best time. He's just passed away, but he is not... I don't think he's part of my group, so we can't control what he does. We've got a Cloak at the back with a Loki. I've got my tank engaging them. I'm holding the line here. Bucky's above coming down. He goes for the grab. He misses the grab and he dies for it. And then we've got the totems being used right there. So now the totems are gone. We know that Loki doesn't have it. We've got Cloak going up and down. I'm going to go up with her and put as much pressure on her as I can. We've got the enemy Penny coming in. So it's a bit of penny on penny violence. See if we can web her and shut her down. I seem to be missing my web. I don't know if she's anti-CCable right here. No, you can. Oh, it wasn't even her. It was the Loki. That's interesting. Oh, look at the totem saving him. That's really interesting. Luna drops and we know we're safe. Iron Man blows his ult. And then we've got the Groot wall getting in the way. Look how hectic and crazy this is. I've got my ult, which I'm going to be proccing after Luna's and then doing as many mines as I can. There's Squirrel Girl in the back. She does the ult. I wonder what she was doing then. She was running in a weird posture, and it's so that she could cast the ultimate closer, but it didn't really benefit. We've got Hela, the Hela pick. I'm challenging the Hela because it's an ego peak and I know I can kill her. I've got the ult just in case they want to push again. We've got it to about 50%. Iron Man comes in. I can web him and get him out of the sky. I don't need to. He's already dead. We've got Venom doing what Venom does best, causing havoc. We've got the objective pretty much locked down here. We just have to stop the next push. There's Squirrel Girl. There's a Wolverine standing still waiting for a med pack. There's a web on the Squirrel Girl. Sticking the mines out in all the awkward places. There's Luna looking down. There is the Cloak coming in with the ult. I'm going to probably ult her ult just for the sheer balls of it. I don't really know the viability of doing that, but that's me to a T, you know? I want to challenge things that people think you won't challenge. I'm going to get in the middle of 3 fucking strategists and start shitting mines on them. I'm going to push, and I'm going to die for it, potentially. And I did. But I had a good time, you know? And that's sometimes really important. This is not competitive. This is quick play. You can be a bit crazier in this game mode, you know? I know that I can always make up for the death. I don't need to go flawless every game. And sometimes you just get into it, don't you? You get into the flow of the chaos and some of your decision making gets a bit stupid. But if you can laugh at it afterwards, it's all good. If you're annoyed by it, then maybe you should have played it slightly differently. Venom tries to swing away. We got the Lunar ult on the enemy team now. We got Cloak going, Dagger going up and down, and I'm just playing Kovacs on her. Sadly, my gun speed is not the best, so it's a little tricky to do that, but we do as much damage as we can as we get pushed. Here come the ults. I'm healing on the web. Here comes our Luna to counter. I can now contest this Venom with relative ease. We've got the Squirrel Girl doing as much damage as she can, getting webbed. We've got the Bucky coming in, doing everything he can to touch, and then there's just Luna in the background. I get the ult again. It's time to stick some mines in every perceivable vantage place. I'm going to be bouncing. I'm going to be firing, and there's the game, guys. We go from a pretty contested first round where we didn't do so well. I swap off from Hulk. I jump onto the defensive Titan, and I get to showcase some Penny gameplay. That was not my first time on Penny. I've played her quite a lot. I really like her, even though she does have some disadvantages in certain moments. But if you've not tried this tank, guys, and you think she looks interesting, definitely do, because she's so fun. And being able to stop ultimates and just shut people down is awesome.